in jail. Not only rapes of girls, but boys who have come out and speak on television. And images you see of Nida, it's unbearable. It's so painful that I say, my God, where these people come from? These are not the people I've known. Anyway, I must say, and also I must here say that how much I admire the mother in Iran who have lost their children, and some of them are really asking where their children are because they don't know whether they are in jail, whether they are alive. And but there is a movement. I mean, the Iranian women are really very courageous.
لكن يعني أي لحظات كانت الأكثر يعني بقاء وسعادة بالنسبة للشهبان؟ يعني هل يوم عرسك ولا يوم التتويج عندما يعني قلدك الشاه تاجا عظيما، ولا زياراتك لإيران؟ يعني أيها كانت أسعد لحظاتك في إيران؟
Not at all, you know. But those are part of the system, you know. Wearing a tiara, I mean, doesn't make me feel great.
لكن العالم كله كان ينظر إليك، كان بيشوف الفستان اللي انت لابساه، ديار، التيارة اللي عاملها فون كليف أرب، يعني كنت محط أنظار العالم أجمع.
Yes, but the world also was following what I was doing in Iran. And you know, one of best memories is I'm so happy that I traveled in many parts of Iran. I went to different ethnic groups, I met people, villagers, agriculturists from close, and they had so much affection for the Shah, and for myself, I will never forget. I went all over Iran, not every part, but almost, in remote areas, and I was like an ambassador to my husband to go and see exactly what's happening. And also the possibility I had, as I said, with the help of many Iranian men and women, to have all these different organizations, medical organization, hospital for handicapped people, for underprivileged people, libraries for children, museums, and for handicraft, for environment, and there were many dreams which came true because we had the material wealth and we had the human wealth, so I have very good memories.
من كان صادقا وأمينا ومن تخلى عنك؟
You know, whoever loses his position or her position, you lose some people around you, but you keep some. It doesn't matter. I mean, when you're at our position, maybe there are more people. When you're on the other position, less people. You know, I think the majority of people I have met afterwards, although in the beginning they were afraid to get in touch with us because they were afraid of the Islamic Republic and still are, but my own personal friends, they remained loyal and friends. And among Iranians, well, few that you didn't expect to turn their jacket, they turned, but too bad for them because they don't have the real human values.
كانت الإمبراطورة يعني 14 شهرا كنتم تطوفون بها العالم بعد ما تركت إيران، ويعني دول كثيرة رفضت استقبالكم، دول استقبلتكم على مضض، بقيتم هنا ذهبتم هناك. كيف كانت؟ صفي لي هذه الفترة المؤلمة من حياتك.
Before saying that, when you asked me who were our friends, and I must really here also thank the memory of the late King Hassan of Morocco who received us with love, and also the Moroccan people who have remained very close to us. It was, of course, it was very hard because we were away from our children, and we couldn't help them, and the only contact we had was by telephone, and especially hearing about what was happening in Iran and the killing and the assassination of those people, valuable people who helped really Iran, and the killing of them, and from us going from country to another, the illness of my husband, and it was really very, very hard. But you know, I was trying to remain as much as I could strong, because for my husband, for my children, for my own dignity, and also for those who believed in me and live really hour by hour, day by day. And although it was very painful, the reaction of some countries, some powerful countries, and what was being said in the news, you know, the most important thing was that I knew who my husband was and what he did for Iran, and I knew myself. So thank God I survived in a way.
تشعرين أنك امرأة قوية؟
I don't know if I'm strong. You know, so far, so good. And I say I have survived. And if one day I cannot survive, but never mind. I tried my best. As I told you why is the reason. But I always think that life is a struggle for all of us. Yeah. You know, no matter where you are, you might lose your loved ones, your country, your position, your possession, but you must not lose hope and spirit, because this is the struggle of life for everybody.
جلالة الإمبراطورة ما زال لديك أمل؟
Hope. I always have to be positive. I want to be positive. I want to give love, compassion, life. I don't want to be bitter. And one of my maybe ways is to not keep bitterness in me, because I suffer for that.
يعني اسمحي لي، كيف يمكن ألا تكون بداخلك هذه المرارة يعني بعد كل ما حدث؟ يعني أنت كنت تعيشين في حياة حاشية وخدم وحشم وسكيورتي وخلافه، والآن أنت تعيشين حياة مختلفة تماما. كيف لا يترك ذلك مرارة عند فرح بهلوي؟
Well, I don't know, maybe I have some help from above, but I tried everything.
وكيف عشتي يعني؟ من أين الأموال؟
I was doing sport, which I believe very much in sport. By the way, I congratulate you for the World Cup in Africa.
Thank you.
I was dragging myself to swim in, I don't know, in Bahamas, or to play tennis in Santa, dragging myself, because it helped me. I was reading books. I was reading poetry.
المال من أين المال؟ كيف تعيشين؟
I will tell you again how I survived. And then I was reading all the cassettes, which is helping you. And for the material life, well, my husband left us something, and then we survived on that. But the most important thing was to survive mentally. And I don't think all the problems are over today. And there are moments that I get down and I get depressed, but somehow I go out, I meet a compatriot or another person with so much affection that it boosts me. Or people who call from Iran, they email me and they want me to call them. I call them and I give them courage, and I get courage for them. And they're young people who have been born after the revolution.
نعم، ولكن ترك لكم بعض المال، يعني لا أدري كم حجم هذا المال الذي تركه، ولكن يعني هذه حياة مختلفة. يعني كم من المال يمكن أن يترك؟ يعني مثلا كم من الناس يخدمونك الآن؟ وكان لديك حاشية يعني كبيرة جدا.
The most important thing, I have been a Girl Scout. I'm very self-sufficient. So I had, you know, in those days I had many security guards. And they were bothering me because they wouldn't let me sometimes get close to the people, or if I went into the garden, they were following me and I could hear their footsteps. I couldn't be quiet. And sometimes in America, there's a garden in the night. I am a little bit scared because it's too dark, and say, okay, listen, when you had the bodyguard, you were not happy now. But, you know, I have two persons helping me. A driver who does something and a maid.
فقط؟
Yeah. But I manage.
أنت سعيدة بذلك. You're okay يعني.
I hope so.
ما هو آخر شيء تذكرينه قاله لك زوجك؟
I remember when I was taking him in New York for the first operation. He told me, take care of the children and don't let people to walk on your feet. He knew maybe that my character